You are listening to the Leadership of the Leaf SideBar episode. Join Austin and Dice as they put some smoke in the air.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Leadership of the Leaf. This is a SideBar episode, and I'm Dice.
And I'm Austin.
All right. Austin, this SideBar episode I think is going to be a fun one.
Oh, this one's one of my favorites. It is a recurring topic, though, I will say that.
Yes. Well, I think we have to have it at the end of every season.
Well, I would probably say you're right.
Wow. I got that recorded. I just want you to know that. Everyone heard you said you think I was right.
Think. So there's a qualifier there.
That's close enough for me. Before we get started, before.
Before.
I want to know what you're drinking.
Hennessy.
Ah, you're a fucking liar.
Oh, I pulled out a good old rum. The bottle was full, so it was screaming at me. So I pulled out a nice, fresh, full bottle of Esprit de Cru Crystal Rum.
Oh, I love their bottles. I will always say that every single time.
It's a nice looking bottle too. I mean, I can't. It's the only problem is it's full, right? Like, I mean,
that is definitely a problem.
Yeah. So obviously, got to fix it.
What cigar are you enjoying with your rum, sir?
I decided to pull out I'm saying oldie buddy goodie, but I don't know how many I've smoked on air before of these, but I do enjoy these. It is a Perdomo Robusto. It's a Sun, so it's a kind of a Habano, but it's a good one. It's a Perdomo Habano Sun, which I love their bands. They're so intricate. Perdomo does some of the best bands. But I gotta know, what are you smoking tonight?
Well, you said band, and I'm walking through, and this cigar, which I thought was the band, but it's not a band. It's a sticker on the outside of the cellophane, and it's a old British style telephone booth. I guess.
A telly.
Yeah, one of those.
You got the telly.
And it's pink. The booth is pink. It's a J. London telephone booth, Series 3. I guess it goes Series 3 pink. Telephone booth, pink.
Okay.
And this is the end of pretty much the end of season 2 here. I do believe this is our final episode of the season.
I do believe you're correct.
Yeah, final episode of the season, and I'm going to be drinking Hennessy, DSOP.
Of course. Why wouldn't
Hennessy,
Why would you change it up? It's not like it's the fucking end of the season or anything. You should go special.
So I'm enjoying my Hennessy with this J. London cigar.
And my judgment.
And that's fine. You can have your judgment. Anybody that knows Dice knows that he drinks Hennessy.
Fair enough. All right, let's go over what we're going to be talking about for this lovely SideBar edition conversation.
Well, our conversation will be a friendly discussion of our cigar of the year.
Okay.
Now,
cigar of the year.
Do you remember our little stipulations for our version of cigar of the year?
Yes. So we both had to smoke it during the season and on air. It's the same cigar.
Same cigar. Not necessarily at the same time, but we had to smoke it
at least on air. The same cigar is smoked on air.
Yeah. So very fair. That's our only stipulations that we have at this moment.
Yeah, we're not going to sit there and say, hey, it only has to be 2023 cigars.
Yeah, we did say it cannot be a limited edition cigar. That was one stipulation.
Yeah, because that's just not fair. Like, so if you can get these on a regular basis, and we've smoked it on air within the same season, it is a contender for us to be Cigar of the Year.
So, with that being said, the first cigar I would like to talk about is we both smoked it on episode 3, and it was Leaf by Oscar, the Sumatra.
Ooh.
Sumatra.
That is a good cigar.
Now, no listeners have heard us talk about Leaf by Oscar before because it comes wrapped in a tobacco leaf.
Yep, nice gimmick.
Which you must remove before smoking the cigar.
And you could try to smoke it without removing that, but it's going to be like, why is this thing falling apart? It's a loose leaf, bitch.
Yeah. So Leaf by Oscar, Sumatra, Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. I believe it was a Honduran binder. It's a long filler, medium bodied. I would count it as a full flavor. I'm not sure if you would agree with that, but if I remember her, it was like the natural tobacco flavors with some citrus and black pepper, white pepper mix. It was a great Sumatra smoke. You remember it that well? I mean, it was episode 3.
Oh, that was a long time ago. I do remember that cigar. I have smoked them in the past, not just the first time on air. So I do remember that cigar. It was very good. For being a Sumatra, which Sumatra is not always, people don't always like a Sumatra, but it was great. It was a good one. I like it. Leaf by Oscar's always quality. I don't complain too much about them. So, sometimes they have burn issues, but I do think they're good cigars.
I know their portfolio is actually pretty outstanding. They have quite a few in there. The Leaf by Oscar is probably, I'll say it would definitely be one of my go-to cigar of choice.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good cigar. I'm trying to let's see. Leaf by Oscar, like we've said before, it's always quality. I haven't gotten really a bad one. We did both rate it as box worthy, so that is something to be said.
That's true.
We don't have a whole lot of box worthies on here, but Leaf by Oscar is one.
Okay. Maybe there's something to that.
Yeah.
What was the next one?
All right, so the next one we both smoked together on episode 8, and that was the American Viking Obrigado. That's a Habano wrapped Nicaraguan blend with a rich flavor, a raisiny sweetness to the wrapper with notes of cedar, nuts, and earth.
Yeah, I remember. You actually sent that one. You sent a few to me.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
I sent you like 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, it was. I really enjoyed that cigar. I think it was really was. I don't know what I was actually expecting. I know you liked it a lot, and then when you sent it to me, I can understand why you actually enjoyed that cigar.
Yeah,
I do believe that we both said it was. Well, no, you said it was box worthy. I do believe I agreed that it was box worthy.
You did agree that it was box worthy.
The raisiness, like sweetness of the wrapper, just really played very well with all the other notes of cedar and the earthiness of the cigar. I really enjoyed the cigar, and if I remember, the color of the wrapper was actually very dark in color, which was kind of misleading because it's not a very overpowering or strong cigar.
It's not going to be like punch you in the mouth and knock you on your ass type situation.
Yeah, so it's kind of deceptive in that, and it was very enjoyable. I do remember that one very well.
Yeah. Our next cigar, I smoked on SideBar episode, SideBar 1, and you smoked it on SideBar number 5. And it was the Macanudo Inspirado White. It's an Ecuadorian Connecticut. Wrapper is aged for 6 years. The Nicaraguan and Mexican San Andreas filler for 4 years. We got notes of earth, a little bit of spice, and soft and creamy notes. That is a good cigar.
It really is. I smoked several of the different colors of the Inspirado. The Macanudo is like one of those legacy brands. Like even people that don't really know cigars, they know that word Macanudo. I did enjoy that cigar. It was a great pickup cigar.
Yeah, no, it's a definitely. If I'm going to a lounge and I'm like, man, I don't know what I really want to smoke, but I want to smoke kind of a creamier type cigar, a Macanudo Inspirado White, you're not going to go wrong.
Would you, now I'm kind of throwing some debate in there. Would you consider this actually to be a cigar of the year? It is a great cigar. It's a great pickup cigar. Just for almost any and all occasions. Just you can't figure out what you want to smoke. You know, if you pick this one up, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good, great, decent smoke. But I wouldn't say it was like mind blowing.
No, it's a good one. It's a consistent, good smoke, and you're not going to be upset about it. But it's not just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and I must buy more of these. Now you did say it was box worthy, and I owned a box. But I just don't think it's one of those ones that I'm like, I can't wait to pick up an Inspirado White. Oh, I'm so jonesing for one. It's one of those, that's a good cigar. I don't know what else I want to smoke, but I'll smoke one of these.
Yeah, I can't make up my mind and I want a good cigar. That's a go-to. That's an easy pickup. Yeah,
no, I agree.
Now, I know for episode 9, we both smoked the Warfighter cigar, the 556 Garrison.
Yeah.
Now, I do remember that cigar very well. It was a wonderful, fantastic cigar to smoke. Nicaraguan Corojo, and I'm always a fan of Corojo wrappers with the Habano blend inside. It had notes of toasted oak, leather. It had like a great spice level about it, and towards the end, if I remember correctly, it kind of turned creamy.
Yeah. So I'm looking back at our notes. We both said this was 5-pack worthy.
Okay.
So while it's a good smoke, it's a veteran-owned company, which we love, but it just, the flavors didn't wow us enough to go, man, I could smoke these day in and day out for a while and be happy. It was like, I'd like to have a 5-pack in my humidor. It was a great smoke. Just maybe not that one that wows us. That's like, that's what I want.
Right. Like if I saw someone on the street and it's like, what's a good cigar? I probably wouldn't name that one first.
Right. No, I agree. But especially for the price point, the Warfighter tends to be a little bit pricier of a cigar, and that kind of, I think, factored into our decision just a touch.
I believe you're right. And if I'm not mistaken, you actually shared that one with me also.
Yeah, I did indeed. So our next cigar we both smoked on episode 11. It was the Davidoff Churchill Late Hour. It provided intense, robust flavors of black pepper, dark, sweet coffee, dark chocolate, vintage leather, wood, and spice, and created a tantalizing palate stimulation and a rich, bold aroma.
Now, see, this is where I think we're definitely going to differ.
Yeah, we did.
Because I'm a Davidoff fan. Anyone that probably listens to season 1 to season 2 would know that Churchill Late Hour is one of my favorite cigars.
Yeah.
So, my vote for that one will 100% be biased. I haven't had a bad Churchill Late Hour, and it's one of my go-tos. I've bought boxes of them before. So for me, I think we're kind of on a seesaw for that one, because if I remember correctly, you wasn't really overwhelmed by it.
No, not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a great cigar. Had a great taste to it and a great aroma to it. Just again, for me, the price point, it was just not. I was like, I wasn't wowed and blown away by the flavor of the cigar for the price. I picked out and said, hey, this is a 5-pack worthy. Of course, you said box, but it was good. I remember it. It was a very good cigar. I'm not mad that I smoked it. especially for what I got it for, because it was part of a big old sampler pack. So I wasn't upset that I got it. It's just, I would pick it up if somebody offered it to me and said, "Hey, do you want a box of these for free?" I'm not going to turn it down, but if I say, "Hey, you have to spend your own money and purchase this," I'm not gonna pick that one up and say, "Hey, this is the box that I want."
Yeah, I can understand that, because you can probably pick up 3 or 4 Macanudo White for the price of one of these.
Exactly, and I'd rather. I get 3 cigars for 1 cigar. Similar, I don't want to say similar taste profile, but similar wowiness. Like, okay.
All right. Well, another. David would say it's a premium, right? That's a premium.
Oh, for sure.
But the next one we smoked on episode 12 together is also, I wouldn't say it's premium, but it's definitely a high end, more on the higher end side of cigars, I guess. Diamond Crown Julius Caesar.
Yes, I remember that cigar. That was a good one.
Yeah, well, I mean, lots of rich coffee, layers of smoke on the palate with each puff. I mean, the bold coffee was balanced by the sweet and spicy woody flavors. It had more of a savory finish on the palate. I actually really enjoyed that cigar. If I'm not mistaken, did we both? You got more of the notes than I do. Is it box-worthy? Did we say it was box-worthy?
So
it seemed like I remember.
You said it was box-worthy. I said a 5-pack.
Someone likes exquisite taste, I see.
Yeah. Somebody's got rich blood over here. It was a great smoke. I enjoyed the crap out of that cigar. For me, and maybe I need to reevaluate how I do this, but it just, because when I think of something box worthy, right, a box of 20 cigars, you're going to be smoking on that cigar for months. At the rate I smoke cigars, because I work a full-time job, I don't always get a chance to smoke every weekend. I live where it's colder. I just was not like, I could see myself smoking this for the next month or so, and working my way through it. It just wasn't, oh my gosh, this is amazing for me.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Overall, to me, I believe it was an outstanding cigar.
Yeah.
Cigar of the year?
Don't know that it was the cigar of the year, at least for me. It was a good one, but I don't know. For the price that I could pay for a Diamond Crown Julius Caesar, I can go pick up at least 2 Obrigados and have just a similar smoking experience, super good quality. I would say a similar taste, right? Due to the Habano and the Nicaraguan, with the cedar and the nuts and the earth and stuff. This one is spicy, woody flavors with a savory finish. I would rather pick up an Obrigado than a Diamond Crown Julius Caesar. That's just me.
All right. That's a very fair assessment. SideBar 9. We both smoked this one on SideBar 9. Aganosa Leaf Corojo.
Oh, now that was a great cigar.
I agree. If I remember, the wrapper was a oily, like Nicaraguan Corojo wrapper.
Yeah.
I mean, if you oily sheen on a wrapper, just like gets me kind of giddy. Notes of leather and wood. I don't know how else to say. This cigar was a phenomenal smoke for me. The richness of the oils on that Corojo. I'm a sucker for Corojo to begin with, so just Aganosa, I don't know what they do with their fields or how they manage their tobacco, but Aganosa has always been a great smoke.
Nope, agreed. Looking back at our previous notes, we both considered that one box worthy. So maybe a cigar of the year contender for us. I'd love to smoke it again to really get reintroduce myself to that cigar, because I've smoked so many cigars since then. But that was, from what I remember, it was a great smoke. Nice, rich leather and wood. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of spice in there behind it, especially with the Corojo wrapper. It was something that just kind of was like, I am man. Like it was just like, this is what a cigar is supposed to be.
It was a good cigar.
It was great. All right, so our next one that we both smoked is I smoked it on episode 7. You smoked it on episode 15. The CAO Pilon Añejo as Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers, bound by Honduran binder. The CAO decided to go with an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. All of those things just, wood, spice, earth, just, it actually was well aged. A great cigar. For me, another home run by CAO. It was a great cigar. I'm not mad at it at all.
I remember it, and I did enjoy it, and I do recall that the tobacco, I can definitely tell it was well aged, especially from like the burn line and my ash output and everything with it. But I don't think it was my cat's pajamas. I believe it was a 1 or 2 or maybe even a 5-pack for me.
No, so you said box worthy.
Did I? Wow.
And I said 5-pack.
Oh. Wow. So maybe I enjoyed it more than I remembered.
Yeah, pick up another one and go figure it out.
Got some homework. I guess we both really got homework. Pilon Añejo, huh? I think I need to pick another one up because maybe I'm not remembering as well as I thought.
Yeah, I remember it was a good, solid, earthy, woodsy, spicy cigar. Solid cigar. Yeah. I think we'll have to go pick up some of these cigars and really kind of narrow this down and go, all right, this is the one we want. But yeah, I think CAO was a great one on that one.
If I remember correctly, was episode 18. Phenomenal cigar. And EP Creo Allegiance.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That was the 1st of October.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, flavorful Nicaragua tobaccos, spice, nuts, sweetness, and a hint of black coffee. I do remember it was more, it says medium to full, but if I remember correctly, it was more of a full to me. Definitely need to make sure you had a good meal before smoking it.
Yep.
But it was a great cigar. The band was green, if I remember correctly, and yeah, just a wonderful cigar to enjoy on my palate. I think this would be a good strong contender for me.
Yeah, no, me too. EP Creo, they like to pack their cigars full of flavor and full of strength. This Allegiance was definitely not any different. If I remember right, it was just, we were both like just kind of gushing over the cigar as we were smoking it.
I don't even need to ask the notes. I'm pretty confident we both said box.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely remember that was definitely a box-worthy cigar.
Yeah. I believe you are correct, good sir. So our next one, we both smoked on episode 21. We had the interview with Desiree, the owner of Drunk Chicken Cigars, and we smoked the Drunk Chicken Original.
The DCO.
The DCO. We had prominent tones of earthiness and black pepper. It was a strong, robust, full body smoke, very enjoyable cigar. And we both said 5-pack worthy. And if I remember right, the burn line was a little bit wonky on this one. It was a good, balanced, flavorful cigar. Just wasn't like oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I remember like thinking when I was smoking, I was like, this is a great cigar to pick up every now and again. This is a great, like, okay, I want to smoke a strong, robust cigar. I'm gonna pick this one up.
Yeah.
Would I say cigar of the year worthy? I wouldn't say that. I would definitely say it's a good cigar to pick up, but not cigar of the year worthy.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that one. I think we have other stronger contenders for that. But Drunk Chicken is definitely not bad. And there's several other cigars made by Drunk Chicken. We both want to pick up. We both want to explore that line of cigars a little bit more. But this one just didn't quite hit it out of the park for us.
Right. I definitely want to try that homicidal hen.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm telling you, man.
So our final cigar that we smoked together on air, I smoked it SideBar 11, and you smoked it on. I'm sorry, I smoked on SideBar 12, and you smoked on episode 23.
Okay.
Was the La Galera Connecticut.
Oh.
Mellow to medium in body. Had great amount of rich flavors, toasted almonds, cocoa, espresso, and some floral notes. You got some floral notes, I think, because of your Hennessy.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think is a cigar of the year contender. I say that because you said that it's only one or two, maybe a single.
Yeah, I remember it, and I did enjoy it. I don't want to get it twisted any kind of way. I just think it was a little too mellow for me. I know it says mellow to medium, but I think it was a little more too mellow for me. It could have been because, if I remember, I could have drunk Hennessy White with it. I'm not sure. But either way, the floral notes kind of like threw it to a different loop for me. That's why I picked one or two. It was definitely a worthy cigar to pick up for anyone to try. I definitely would pick up other cigars over that one. But I mean, if there was a pick of cigars and this was in it, and the other ones were kind of meh, I probably would pick this one over mediocre cigars.
Yeah, but again, and I agree with you. You know, Connecticut's have a hard time because, at least with us, because we both like more medium to full-bodied cigars. And the Connecticut's can leave a little bit of want in that arena. I would say that if I was to pick this up, if I was to look at this and let's say a Macanudo Inspirado White was right next to it, I'd probably go pick up that Macanudo Inspirado White.
Right. But again, I'm a slaughterhouse. But if I seen a slaughterhouse next to the La Galera, I probably would pick up the La Galera over the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
You know? Cigar of the year? Nah, I don't think it would be in that category. So going over this list. Wait, isn't there one more?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I missed one. My bad.
No, I missed it too. So, yeah. Was M81 Blackened.
Right, the Drew Estate, yeah.
No,
that was a good cigar.
That was a black ass cigar too.
It was a black motherfucking cigar. So I smoked that on episode 15. It was the Cigarillo episode. I smoked that cigar, and you smoke it back on SideBar 3. And we actually both said it's box-worthy.
We both are Drew Estate fans, 100%. Really did enjoy that cigar though.
Yeah.
The smoke output was perfect. The burn line is what we could see of it. was phenomenal. The flavors was really rich and robust. The darkness of the cigar kind of threw it off, but it still was a heavy cigar, but it wasn't like strong. It wasn't like too strong.
Right, but the smoke, you could almost chew the smoke. It was like thick and just heavy.
Yeah, very robust.
But it was very, very good cigar. Definitely box worthy. Cigar of the year contender?
I would put it in that list as a good contender. I would put it in the list.
I do too. I would too. I would say on this list we have several good cigars. If I had to pick my top 4 right now, I'd probably go Obrigado, the EP Carrillo Allegiance, the M81, and then the CAO Palone and Yeho. Those will probably be my top 4.
Well, I agree with you on the M81. I agree with you on Obrigado. And of course, I'm gonna throw Davidoff in there. I'm biased.
So you're gonna leave out the Allegiance or the Palone and Yeho?
I'm gonna leave out the Anejo. I'm gonna go with Allegiance.
All right. Well, that's totally fair. I definitely can't say be upset about that. The Davidoff is a great cigar. Just checking all the boxes though, it just didn't quite do it for me. The CAO checked more of the boxes than that Davidoff did. But then again, if price was no object, maybe I would consider it the Davidoff. Davidoff is definitely a close 5th.
Okay. All right. Well, I will tell you, my good sir, going over these cigars again, paying attention to our list here, I definitely got some homework to do.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So I guess we should announce the cigar of the year right now.
Do we want to do it now, or do we want to wait until the first episode of the new
No, let's
season?
do it right now. Let's do it right now.
You don't want to do the homework first?
No, let's just do it right now.
What? Oh, sir.
All right, fine. I guess we'll do some homework first if we have to.
I mean, if the homework of smoking cigars, I feel like that's homework I can deal with.
A plus.
A plus. This homework is an A plus.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask is, of the listeners, going over the list of cigars that we just went over, which one would you pick for your cigar of the year? Which one is your favorite? Which one would you say that is the cat's meow?
I do, yeah. Hit us up at Leadership of the Leaf on Instagram. Let us know. We'll post up this list. We'll post up the list so you guys can look at it, smoke it, think about it. Give us your thoughts. Is there one that we missed? Obviously, I'm sure there's more than one that we missed. Just because it's a year-long thing and we don't smoke. We have 24 episodes plus sidebars. We don't get to smoke everything that we actually want to smoke on air. There's many cigars that we smoke that we don't smoke on air even, and we don't quite get to hit all the ones that we want. But out of the ones that we do get a chance to smoke together, which one is your favorite?
I would like to know. I would also like to know what flavors did you get? Just hit us up with your cigar of the year review. I would like that.
Yeah. I definitely do think most of these you could pick up at any brick and mortar. I think the Obrigado might be. I'm pretty sure it's available on some brick and mortars, but if you're outside of the Phoenix area, which is where they're based, you may have to go to cigarsdaily.com. And I'm not trying to plug any certain cigar website over any others, but I know that they have it on cigarsdaily.com.
The same goes for like Drunk Chicken cigars, especially if you go on their website. Use Stay Safe and you get free shipping.
Yeah, stay safe. So pick some of these up, smoke them. We're gonna do a little bit more of our homework, and we'll let you guys know when the new season drops what we think our cigar of the year is.
I'm looking forward to that episode, sir.
But before we sign off, Dice,
Oh.
I gotta know. What do you think of your cigar?
Oh, and when I first lit this thing up, I got toasted marshmallows. 100%, it was toasty, marshmallowy flavor through and through. And now it's more of a robust, I would say, woodsy, oak.
Okay.
J. London, I will definitely pick up some of the other color phone booths. I'm actually enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to more. How about yourself?
So this one is a giving notes of cedar, kind of like a roasted cedar almost. It's a little bit weird. So yeah, so this is getting toasted cedar. Cedar's a little bit more muted. It's the primary flavor, but it's a muted cedar, so that's why I go toasted. It's a little bit like a leather earthiness on the back end. It's a very good cigar. I'm honestly right now I'm wishing I had a little bit of spice. Just a little bit of spice on the back end. It's a good cigar. I'm not upset about it. I just wish I had a little bit more balance. See, maybe a little bit of spice to it.
That's a very fair assessment. I think that's the first time you actually wanted more spice.
There's no spice to this at all. I'm lacking spice. I don't even have like a back note of like white pepper or black pepper or all spice. I'm missing it. I feel like if I was cooking a dish, right? And they're like, taste this. What am I missing? I'd be like, maybe missing some cayenne or black pepper or something. You need to, punch this up a little, just a touch. And it's not creamy though. It's not like a creaminess to it. It's just like a woodsy, earthy, leathery kind of cigar, which is great. But I just want a hint of spice to it, just a boom. Like emerald, bam.
I'm curious, your rum is sweet or is it a spice rum? It's more of a sugar cane, yeah?
The rum, yeah, it's a molasses sugar cane.
Okay, so that's not it. Then that's a very fair assessment.
Yeah, and even the rum's got a little bit of a bite. It's a smooth rum, but it's got a touch of a bite to it at the back. And that's actually kind of helping the cigar. But that's why I'm like, man, I'm missing the spice. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing the spice. This would be a great, phenomenal cigar.
So, not a cigar of the year?
No.
1 or 2?
I wouldn't be upset with a 5-pack.
Oh, wow. Even though you're lacking? That's interesting.
Well, so I say I wouldn't be upset with a 5-pack because there are times where I'm like, man, I see the good, woodsy, nice, down to earth cigar. Just to, it's kind of like a savory. I don't want to call it a savory, but like a woodsy, earthy cigar. I don't care for the spice right now. This is what I want. But this right now, as of right now, I'm missing that spice component. But I wouldn't be upset with a 5-pack. Part of that is I have so many other cigars. Yeah. See, I would love to try your cigar. But I have part of the other thing is I have so many other cigars to smoke that this would be. I'd smoke it every so often and be like, all right, sure, I'll pick up the Perdomo. Fuck it, I got I'll have that first, and then I'll have something else to end on. Throughout the night or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good. I don't have to pay attention to the flavors. I could be doing yard work, or I could be doing something else while smoking this, and I feel like I wouldn't be missing out.
All right. Well,
maybe the last third will pick it up.
Maybe. I didn't care too much for the super pigtail mine had.
Yeah, you had a pretty solid pigtail on it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know what pigtails are. This one definitely had like a thicker, more twist of a pigtail on it. I'm not sure. Either way, I mean, I was able to chop it off okay. I actually gave it a double cut. First get the pigtail, then maybe I'm smoking it wrong. I'm not sure. I haven't smoked a J. London before. I never really heard of a J. London until I walked past it. So I'll definitely pick up some other ones just to try them out.
Okay. I'm down. All right. Well, we got a little bit of homework to do, Dice.
All right.
So we'll go do that homework, and we'll enjoy, enjoy the new year of the new leadership of the Leaf coming along, and we'll, as soon as our first episode drops, we'll let you guys know what our Cigar of the Year pick is.
All right. So until next season, I'm Dice.
I'm Austin, and just remember, great leaders smoke great cigars.
Thank you for listening to Leadership of the Leaf. The comments and opinions expressed by the host and guests does not reflect the opinions of those that broadcast this show, nor does it reflect any of our affiliates.